If sine of alpha is negative 3 over 5 between pi and 3 pi over 2, and cosine of beta is 12 over 13 between 0 and pi over 2, find the sine of alpha plus beta. Sine of alpha plus beta equals sine of negative 3 over 5 plus 12 over 13. No, this is actually not correct because sine of alpha is negative 3 over 5, so don't plug it in for alpha. Same with cosine of beta. Sine of alpha is negative 3 over 5. That's not what the alpha value is. That's one common mistake a lot of people do. So we know that the equation for sine of alpha plus beta is sine of alpha cosine beta plus cosine alpha times sine beta. And now we need to find all the components to this. So first we're going to make a triangle between pi and 3 pi over 2 because that was the restrictions for sine. And we know that the sine of alpha was negative 3 over 5, so we know that the sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse. So negative 3 and then 5. And then we're going to find x, which x does equal negative 4 when we do the Pythagorean theorem. We get negative 4, and we know it's a negative because it's right here and it's going backwards, which means it's negative. So the sine of alpha is negative 3 over 5, and cosine of alpha is negative 4 over 5. Now we have to plug the beta. We need to put beta into a triangle. So we know it's between 0 and pi over 2 because those were the restrictions given in the problem. And we know that the cosine is the adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's 12 over 13, so 12, 13, we need to find x. When we do the Pythagorean theorem, we find out that x equals 5. So cosine of beta is 12 over 13 and sine of beta is 5 over 13. So now we plug everything in. Sine of alpha is negative 3 over 5, cosine of beta is 12 over 13, plus cosine of alpha, which is negative 4 over 5, and sine of beta, which is 5 over 13. We get negative 15 plus negative 20 over 65, and they both have the same denominator, so we can just put the 65 on the bottom and then just multiply the tops and add them. So we get negative 35 over 65 divided by 5 equals a negative 7 over 13. Right there. So negative 7 over 13 is our answer to this problem.